Before Dubai rose, before Singapore transformed, Kenya was fighting for its identity. 5 presidents, 5 different visions, one nation still writing its destiny. This is the story they never taught you in school. In 1963, a new flag rose above East Africa. A nation was born. Kenya, a land of warriors, freedom fighters, entrepreneurs, and dreamers. But behind every chapter of this nation stands leadership, bold, controversial, visionary. Today, Africa Wonder TV takes you through the journey of Kenya's presidents since independence, their struggles, their victories, and the legacies that continue to shape a nation of over 50 million people. 1. Jomo Kenyatta. President 1964 to 1978. Chapter 1. The Freedom Fighter. Kenya in the 1950s was restless. Colonial rule had tightened its grip, a land was taken, voices were silenced. Emerging from this storm was Jomo Kenyatta, once a teacher, later the face of African resistance. Accused during the Mau Mau uprising, he was imprisoned by the British. But imprisonment only strengthened his symbolism. When Kenya gained independence in 1963, Kenyatta became Prime Minister, and in 1964, the first President of the Republic of Kenya. His message was simple: Harambee, pulling together. He called for unity across tribes, urging forgiveness instead of revenge against colonial powers. Chapter 2. Building a Young Nation. The 1960s and 70s were years of institution building. Roads expanded. Education grew. Kenya became one of East Africa's strongest economies. But unity came at a cost. Kenya evolved into a de facto one-party state. Political rivals faded from the stage. Despite criticism, Kenyatta maintained relative stability in a fragile region. Under his rule, Kenya avoided civil war, a fate that plagued many post-colonial African nations. Chapter 3. Legacy of the Father of the Nation. When Kenyatta died in 1978, Kenya mourned deeply. He was remembered as Mzee the Elder. His legacy remains debated: unity and stability on one side, political centralization on the other. But one truth stands firm: he laid the foundation of modern Kenya. 2. Daniel Arap Moi. President 1978 to 2002. Chapter 1. The Unexpected Successor. Few expected Daniel Arap Moi to rise to power. Yet upon Kenyatta's death, the quiet vice president stepped into leadership. His early message, Nayo, following the footsteps. But as time passed, his leadership style shifted toward consolidation of authority. Chapter 2. Turbulence and One-Party Era. The 1982 attempted coup marked a turning point. Political dissent was suppressed. Kenya officially became a one-party state. Universities became centers of resistance. International pressure mounted. Yet, Kenya remained regionally stable. Infrastructure projects continued. In the 1990s, multi-party democracy returned under pressure, marking Kenya's political evolution. Chapter 3. The Long Goodbye. After 24 years in power, Moi stepped down peacefully in 2002, a rare moment in African leadership transitions. His legacy: stability, longevity, controversy. 3. Mwai Kibaki. President 2002 to 2013. Chapter 1. The Economist Takes Charge. Kibaki's election brought hope. His administration emphasized economic reform and anti-corruption measures. Free primary education was introduced, transforming millions of lives. Chapter 2. Economic Revival. GDP growth surged. Infrastructure expanded. Nairobi modernized rapidly. Kenya became an East African economic powerhouse. Chapter 3. The 2007 Crisis. Post-election violence in 2007 shook the nation. Kenya stood at the brink. Power-sharing negotiations followed, bringing relative calm. This moment reshaped Kenya's political future and led to constitutional reform in 2010. 4. Uhuru Kenyatta. President 2013 to 2022. Chapter 1. A Son Returns. The son of Jomo Kenyatta rose to power decades later. His presidency symbolized political dynasty and generational shift. Chapter 2. The Big Four Agenda. Manufacturing, healthcare, housing, food security, ambitious reforms defined his tenure. Major infrastructure like rail projects expanded. Chapter 3: The political realignments. Handshake politics reshaped alliances. Kenya's democracy continued evolving. 5. William Ruto. President 2022-present. Chapter 1: The Hustler Narrative. From humble beginnings to State House, Ruto campaigned on empowering small businesses. The bottom-up economic model became his signature message. Chapter 2: Economic Challenges. Inflation, debt management, and youth employment remain central themes. Reforms aim at tax restructuring and agricultural revival. Chapter 3: The Future of Kenya. Kenya stands at a crossroads: digital growth, innovation hubs, expanding youth population. The presidency continues shaping destiny. From Kenyatta to Ruto, Kenya's story is still being written. Leadership changes. Generations rise. But one truth remains: the spirit of Kenya endures. If you love African history, power stories, and untold truths, subscribe to Africa Wonder TV. Like, share, comment. Because Africa's story deserves to be told by Africans.